Good afternoon. I'm David Fong of eTech Solution. Okay, today's topic is very hot, Smart Site Management Platform, because the Development Bureau issued the 4S document a few weeks ago. We received many inquiries. Good timing. Yeah. Okay, the story behind the CIC, they held an event, very good event, in 3 months ago. At the same time, China State Construction, 中國建築, they promote their smart site very frequently. Both parties create a lot of noise in the market. Our company received many inquiries. They question whether they could deliver platforms similar to C-Smart or Smart Site for their company. Okay, the answer will be known later. Firstly, you have to understand what is Smart Site. Smart Site, I simplify the definition. Smart Site is a building design, construction, and operation by digital technology and industrialized manufacturing like the MIC. You have to make many pre-assembly modules in mainland factory and then deliver to Hong Kong. This is the industrialization. This is a new generation of the Hong Kong construction industry. After the visit, I did a simple survey. The number, I can't say the exact number, but I give you the sample after the visit. I have the personal feeling, don't serious about the number. But from my point of view, there is a single digit of company. They deployed the smart site. Well, they have very good resources. They belong to tier 1 Hong Kong construction companies. They want to do something creative and innovative. Yeah. But unfortunately, the digit is, my personal feeling is talking about single digit percentage. And the most portion of the companies, they deliver the smart site in pilot stage. One of the reasons behind, because they want the government tender, no choice, they have to deliver it. They don't want to deliver it. But according to tender requirement, they have to fulfill to deliver the smart site. Usually this kind of deployment they deliver in other many standalone modules without the true consolidation. Yeah. The third portion is the private commercial companies. Most likely they are come from the commercial property house like the Sun Hong Kee, Han Long. I visit them. They are also very eager to set up the smart site by themselves. They are studying the effort, the investment, what is the benefit. Yes, they have the plan. They are struggling whether they would follow the Hong Kong government to apply the similar terms requirement in the upcoming tender in the residential development. Yes, this is my overall high-level feeling about this portion of the distribution. Some common findings, and yeah, this is my observation after they visit their site. Usually, they underestimate the sensor installation in the site. Why? Usually they install the sensor very well in the first few weeks, a lot of data is coming. But after 1 to 2 months, all the data are gone. Why? Maybe the power issue, low electrical power, low level connectivity, because the operation, the sensors are relocated by somebody or disappear. Nobody knows. And also how to maintain the platform. They underestimate how to maintain the smart site, the level connectivity. This is one of the problems. And the second issue is they employ different application vendor to deliver the application module in their site, but they don't have the system integrator to consolidate all the modules together. For example, I have 4 to 5 applications in my site. Then you have to use 4 to 5 different web page or web console, system console, to access the data. And all the data are stored in 5 different locations. Yes, this is the problem. This is not a true smart site, but at least you can start to do something to try to achieve it. But in long term, I think they can do it. The third issue is the system integration. Yes, it's very important. You need a system integrator to consolidate all the modules together. And the user, the management, they want to use a single web console to access all the data in a single web page. Yes, this is a general requirement, but it's not easy to achieve it in case you don't have the system integrator to consolidate all the items together. Yeah. The fourth one, I think that there's a most important common finding is the user, the designer, design some application, but they didn't think about the requirement very careful from the end user point of view. So when you deploy the application in a site, they have a hesitation to use application because they are not user friendly. They don't meet the requirement. They can't get any benefit except say the VIP or CIC chairman visit your site tomorrow, and then we do the good show together. At first, nobody used the platform. This is my common observation. We don't want this to be happening because you can't sustain the platform in the long term. Fortunately, there are two driving forces in the Hong Kong market. One is the development bill, and the second one is the property owner. Development bill, there's two major document issues. The first one is the Smart Site Safety System, the 4S document. Issued a few weeks ago, we received many requests from our partner where they want to do some of the package. They want to penetrate into the market, get the mid-sized project. And the second one is the DWS, what's happening in a few years already. You have the different platform like the Low-Way, the Slacker, this kind of DWSS vendor. What is the next stage? They want to consolidate all this DWSS and IoT data together. This is the smart site. And the second resource driving force is come from the property owner, MTR. If you read the MTR tender document, personal feeling is not difficult to achieve it. I don't know how to achieve it. Maybe I won the tender, but good news, you got the project. But bad news, how to deliver it successfully. This is the problem. My big question. Maybe I don't have a chance at this moment. And also the URA, the government department, you see the CEDD tender, the DSD tender, highway. They have many, many requirements, but obviously the requirements are very similar, related to the safety, the 40, 5D beam, etc., and safety. Yeah, this kind of application. When you read the document, the tender document, they always focus the application layer, but if you go in the depth of the smart site or the smart city solution, there's 3 layers: the application layer, the presentation layer, and the infrastructure layer. For the application layer, it involves the site domain knowledge. For example, I have to work with the BIM modeler, safety officer, the project manager, different site team, because it involves the user requirement, how to deliver the application benefit to the site. And the infrastructure layer, it requires the IT expertise, how to deliver the infrastructure to consolidate all the data and the application module on a single platform. And the middle one is the presentation layer. I would say it's talking about 50% of different expertise in the IT and the site team. Yeah. I think you have read this requirement in the past 6 months. The application layer, the SSMP module, is very common in your tender. There is a landing page, and then there is a BIM CDE integration driven by the CIC, 4D, 5D BIM, how to use the drone photo to observe the site progress, the DWSS tracking and MIC tracking, personnel, how to locate the worker, the information. For example, number of worker on site today, number of worker trade, all this data is very important. Don't underestimate this kind of worker data. And also the requirement require you to buy the smart helmet, smart watch to locate the worker location, their health condition, the heartbeat rate or body temperature. All this kind of is very common. The fourth one is the asset. How to locate the equipment. When the equipment warranty is expired, the owner may request to send the notification to the safety officer, notifying that the plant warranty was expired. The safety is very hot, like the conference space, work permit, and tower crane. Different kind of application modules you may find in the application layer, but they are very common among the MTR, URA, and government departments. Okay, the presentation layer. When you are looking for a vendor delivering smart site, usually I expect the vendor shall come with three different knowledge at least. The first one is the IoT. The second one is the BIM. At least you're familiar with the Autodesk, how to use the Autodesk Forge, the Revit basic skill. I mean, I'm not the modeler, but at least we have some basic understanding how to use the Revit model to do the smart site. And the third one is a GIS, how to place the model on the GIS platform like the civil works, the terrain, the 3D buildings, the surrounding environment, how to see the data distribution on a GIS map. In this screen PowerPoint, I captured from the URA. I did a project for them. You see the left-hand side and right-hand side is the IoT data. And the middle one is the GIS, the 3D map made by Mapbox, my favorite. I prefer using the Mapbox. And this is a BIM model made by URA. I insert the BIM model here. This belong to Hong Kong KCOO line project. Yes, correct, KCOO line. Yes, okay. I will demonstrate later, don't worry. Okay, before I go to infrastructure layer, I spend about 2 slides. What is the infrastructure? In a real IoT implementation, do you think the SQL server, the database, and web server are good enough to deliver the smart site? No. 即係如果我哋廣東話叫做，即係你冇有一個 SQL server、一個 web server 係走天涯啊！就係呢啲唔足夠。Not enough to implement a smart city or smart site. In the real situation, we are talking about the event streaming. What is event? Event streaming is a backbone of the smart city. But first, before we go to the next slide, what is event? Events, I give a simple definition for that. Data plus timestamp. For example, what time is it? It's about it's 4:30. It's 24 degrees Celsius right now. But maybe 1 minute later, 4:35, the temperature becomes the 28 degrees Celsius. We're talking about the event. Why? Because I saw the tender, they raised the request. I request the supplier to give me the data by every minute, but the data is the same. Doesn't make sense. We only post the data by change of value. Yeah, this we call the event-driven architecture. The data is posted to the server only by the change of value. Otherwise, you just post by every second or every minute, it doesn't make sense. All of the leading organizations like the Uber, Netflix, AWS, and Singapore Digital Government, they migrate to the event-driven architecture already. Even in Hong Kong, the financial segment, the banking and finance, we migrate to the event-driven architecture already instead of the data polling. It's a Stone Age technology. Okay, I saw it in the 4S document. The statement says that shall support real-time distributed event-based streaming and for large volume and high-speed data. Don't worry, even though you don't comply it, nobody will charge you because it's a very small paragraph. The key point is the writer of this document thinks that the event-driven is very important if you are really, really serious in the smart site or smart city implementation. Depends on your attitude. Yeah, even though you don't fulfill it, it's not a problem. But if you are serious, you deploy for your smart city or smart site for your organization, you can't miss it. What is the event-driven architecture? This is the basic. This is a company, one of the options, but in the real case, in the banking and finance, it is more complicated. Let me introduce the family. API gateway. When you see the MTR requirement, they request you providing the API. What kind of API? They didn't mention it, but at least they have to deliver the API. It's very important, using the API gateway to share the data with third parties. Events, how to process the events. We use the Apache Spark. This is an IT platform, just a name. The backbone. What is the backbone of the smart city or the smart site? We use the Kafka. It is quite common in the IT where we use the Kafka to transmit the events. And there is the MQTT, the IoT hub, to receive the data from different IoT sensor. Database. Maybe in 10 or 5 years ago, SQL database maybe is very common or unique choice. But nowadays, SQL is not able to handle all the demand requirement. We have the GraphDB, we have the NoSQL DB, Elasticsearch, different kind, all database to handle different scenario, more than you think, especially they have the AI, how to do the AI using the database. And CDE and GIS integration, we have the ACC Cloud, we have used the Autodesk Forge, we have the CCM to handle the GIS and BIM element. We combine with the IT infrastructure together. So this is the basic infrastructure if you are going to deliver a true smart city or smart site platform. Challenge, money, big investment. Who are willing to pay for it? Okay, I'm willing to pay for it. Where are the IT experts? Honestly tell you, answer is very, very difficult. Not only the construction, even the banking and finance, they are also looking for the IT programmer, developer. Nobody reply you when you waste the advertising. Yeah. Even though, okay, that's fine. Even though you build the platform, who pay the support afterwards? It's not a voice cooker. When you press the switch and the voice come out low, definitely low. We have a team of people to take care of the platforms. Yeah. Good news. Okay. Digital G, my client, one of my close partner, Gammon, Digital G. You build the platform for them. They offer the subscription basis to the middle-sized construction company. Rather than set up the platform by yourself, you can enjoy the service using their platform. Like the subscription, you just pay the monthly charge after the 2 year or 3 years contract. Okay, that's all. We have another project. We have the new project. You don't need to take care of the ongoing support service. Yeah, very simple. One-stop solution, yeah, because they have the construction background. They are familiar with the site environment. They have the team to handle the sensor. And most important one, cost-effective. Yeah. Good news. Yeah, Digital G, they have offered a different package, like the cafe menu. Like I know the in Hong Kong, they like the dim sum ji. Don't you dim sum ji A, B, C, D. What kind of package you like? You just put a check tick here. You can enjoy the service easy. Okay, time to show the demo. Don't waste your time. Okay, okay, this one. This is the Xiaohou Wan project. Okay. The MTR request, you have to monitor the dump truck, but unfortunately, they don't have the live data here. You see this GIS platform. This is the 3D map made by Mapbox. This is the 3D building. When you zoom in, the building come up. When you zoom out, all then disappear. For the MTR staff, the safety officer, I want to see that the past historical record on 16th of March. Any data? Okay. Oh, okay. Here, the yellow dot. Yeah. Okay, I want to replay what path they go, what path they went. Yes, this is the dump truck application using the GIS and IoT technology. Okay. And also their requirement, like the 4S, they want. Okay. There's timeout. We have to go. No, okay. There's one of the other common requirements, the work area, the smartwatch. I want to locate their location. When I click here, I have to see the temperature, the battery, the heartbeat, and some other IoT data. Yeah, this is the area in Xiaohou Wan, and the purple box is the geofencing. When the people outside the area, this polygon, they will trigger an alert in the web page. All the alert history here. Yeah, here. Okay, this is another requirement. Okay, and I demonstrate other like the URA. Okay, this is the Hong Kong project where I use the GIS and IoT together. And then I to go to the one of the site. I paste a very simple BIM model here. And I want to see the traffic of the area using the late modern GIS technology. Each icon represents the URA site. And then you see there's a red line, yellow line, green line, the public data given by the traffic department, Hong Kong government in the audio. The red line means obviously the traffic jam in the Harbour Tunnel. And the green line is represent the traffic is very good. And when I click the circle, I see different traffic display of the link. I want to show where you can use, besides the SB, there's many choices in the recent years. The framework developed by the other company, like the Uber. They developed the Dead.gl, the Mapbox, TomTom, Azure Map, many choices you can make use to display your application. When I go to here, there is a site sensor, the IoT data installed at the site to see the noise and the PM2 and PM10 figure. Yes, there's many interesting examples. If you would like to know more details, you can get in the call Digital G, how to get bulk purchase different package to meet the 4S document requirement. Great team. Usually, if you want to get the success in your project, you have the good vendor, maybe you have an innovation team in your site, you have the IT team, you have the BIM team, and the user from the property owner. Then the project, I'm sure, you'll be run very successful. Okay, thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you very much.